The Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, Suleiman Akoni, says the mining enclave of Takwa and its crucial contribution to the Ghanaian economy requires air transport to help drive the mining hub's businesses. Mr. Akoni, justifying his call to Citi News, asked for deeper conversation on how to make Takwa a growth pole to develop into a bigger city beside the already known cities in Ghana. According to him, the way to do this is to bring in requisite multimodal transportation infrastructure like air transport. Citi News' Akwesi Janim has more from Takwa.
The mining enclave of Takwa has for several decades hosted major mining companies that extract gold, manganese, and quarries. Despite its contribution to the Ghanaian economy, amidst promises to grow it into a mining city like Johannesburg, Takwa still remains an ordinary town in spite of its rich mineral endowment. Speaking on the sidelines of the launch of the 20th anniversary of Goldfields Ghana Foundation at Takwa, the Chief Executive of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, Suleiman Akoni, said the time to have deeper conversation on how to grow Takwa into a true mining city is now.
But we have to have deeper conversations. We want to create growth poles. We need to have situations where we develop, regions, communities, besides the well-known cities within Accra. And one way of doing this is to bring in requisite infrastructure. Yes, roads are good, but it's not everything which you would want to carry by road in terms of the exigency and so on and so forth. So a multimodal means of transportation is the best way to go. So yes, we know government has plans, and we also not just plans, but contracts have been awarded for real infrastructure, which is good. But I also think that we also need some air transportation coming directly into Takwa. Look at the business environment in Takwa. All these businesses here. It makes a lot of sense to have this. So we have been advocating. We have done a lot of work, but we need to do further work for this to be realized. Partnership with government, partnership with the companies themselves, not just the mining companies, but even the mine support service companies you see within the corridor of Takwa. Practically all of us are going to benefit. In fact, even those outside the mining industry, all of us would benefit. Sometimes the time it takes to move from Accra to Tawa, even if you are coming by air, you have to do a stop in Takrady before you pick another vehicle to come. It's all inconvenience. We believe that we should use the muscle of the mining industry, not just the mining companies, mine support service companies, all other companies who are within the area to come together, pull our resources together, and see how best we can engage with government to realize this dream. I think that it is something which is doable. We already have dedicated land at Takwa for this purpose.
On his assessment of the impact of the mining industry, especially Goldfields Ghana Foundation, in mining communities, Suleiman Akoni told Citi News they are aiding development where government is not able to reach.
Quite happy about the educational aspects of the Goldfields Foundation endeavors, that we are growing the pipeline of people from the host community in terms of education, in terms of competence, in terms of skill set for them to be working on the mine. If you look at the statistics now, the bulk of the people employed at Goldfields, and not just Goldfields, across the industry come from the host community. Why is this so? Why is this so? Because in the past, the refrain was, we don't have the skills, we don't have the engineers, we don't have the technicians. But through the scholarships, advanced by the mining companies, including Goldfields, that argument is now moot.
On his part, the executive secretary of the Goldfields Ghana Foundation said the foundation seeks to even do more where it has already spent over $100 million.
When we talk about our successes for the last 20 years, it is easy for people to point to the big infrastructure projects like the TNA Park, which is fully funded by Goldfields Ghana Foundation, and also the roads like Awudria Road, like the Takwa Daman roads. But to some of us who work directly with the foundation, the biggest impact stories are the human stories. The number of doctors that have come out of our scholarship program, the number of teachers that have come through our scholarship program. And we are hoping that the next 20 years will even offer opportunities.
As the Chamber of Mines calls for an air transport for Takwa, and its enclave to drive the mining industry, it remains a call for the political parties to take advantage of it as they prepare their manifestos. For Citi News, I'm Akwesi Takwa.